That didn't sound killing me, man. Killing me.
I can only imagine what that hat, Look at that.
I promise you, I'm about to get my, my gear down when it comes
wet, boy.
to the summertime. This is like...
Oh, yeah, because it's coming. It's fastly approaching.
What's up, peoples?
What's going on with y'all? Today's Sunday.
Sunday. Fun day. What most people say.
Should cut it up in here. Well, let's see. Today we got the cigars. Which cigars are we smoking today?
I got the Banderas by Oscar 2012. Got this from a establishment here in Concord Mills, Charlotte, North Carolina. Tailored Smoke. If you ever come to Charlotte, go to that establishment. They're dope. What you smoking on?
Man, I'm smoking.
What you smoking on, man? We laughing because he had this nice but beautiful cigar. I was jealous that he had this fucking nice ass cigar last night, and all the lying he did yesterday.
What lying?
The cigar kind of bent. So he over there.
What lying? This man keep telling me he was booming me in basketball back in the day when we was playing up in Germany. This man, he'll swear up and down. I'm surprised he ain't flying. You know how they say if you lying, you flying. I'm surprised he ain't flying by now. He ain't flying. You need to be flying because you know you was lying.
Bro, you told me to hit up Ledesma. I hit the man up.
And what did he say? What did he say?
He said we was even.
Okay, then.
And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, cool.
I was evenly whooping that ass.
No. I was like, who's better? Because we were trying to debate, see who was better that day. It was a distinctive day that day because I will always plead my case. To which that day I had to ruck because we used to be in the military over in Germany. I had to ruck 6 miles. As soon as I got done with that, I went over there to play basketball and beat that ass.
Half and half, boy. And he says he beat me. Listen.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, dog. And what I'm smoking on, I forgot to tell y'all. So what I'm smoking here, man, it's the Recetas Salud Amor. I think this is the Toro series right here. I recently got put onto.
It's like dangerous, man. I can't even see the flames.
What?
Can you see it?
No. You better not have that opening in your suit or something like that. Well, you in trouble. You sure you don't want the torch? Well, I mean, it's good enough. It's good. Blowing.
Yeah.
That's what she said. I'm telling you. But anyway, man, you keep telling me he was beating me. He wasn't doing it.
So
I'm trying to tell y'all he wasn't doing it.
So I came up with the proposition. We're gonna get back in shape, which we're on the journey on right now.
I can't see it either.
It's probably because of the sun.
Yeah, it's the sun. The sun is exorbitant.
So
did I say exorbitant?
That's what she said. But so we're gonna get back in shape, basketball shape, and we're gonna do one-on-one, and we're gonna figure this thing out. Cause all this
in front of the whole family too.
Cause all this what we did back in the day, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It don't matter that I did 6 miles ruck and went to play basketball an hour after and went over there.
You know how you just brought that up. It don't matter. And then went in the next explanation because it matters.
It don't matter.
It matters.
I did 6 miles and went an hour after I did 6 miles. I went to the basketball court and I hit him with a whole bunch of Tim Duncans and a whole bunch of Akeem or Majerons. I didn't say it correctly.
Majeron.
I didn't say it correctly, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Majeron, yeah.
Then I hit him with the Matumbo. No.
Well, first and foremost, you need to get these cars gonna stop driving. I'm not gonna tell cars to stop driving.
I don't know, man. That's about it. You gotta do it.
Anyway, so I'm telling you, like, y'all not ready. Like, y'all not ready to see me whooping. Like, I was whooping him back then, and he knows it. He just won't admit to it. That's fine. You know, man, pride. I get it. Gotta hold your pride. But when we do it, and we're gonna have it on camera too. It's gonna be part of the Sticks and Convos series.
I tell you what,
whooped up.
I tell you what. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put on Sticks and Convos so everybody can see it. I tell you what, he did cross me up one great time. It was phenomenal. Did me in. He did me so bad I had to sit down and sit out for the rest of the game. And this was at Longstool Gym. But at Ramstein Gym, which is where the big boys play at, where they have 2 courts, A and B, that wasn't happening, Bucko. That wasn't happening over there.
Listen, I wish I could believe that, and I wish the audience, I wish y'all, our audience, could believe that too. Y'all believe me, though, right?
Man, they don't even know you.
They don't know your ass either. Shit. They don't know you. They don't. My local. They don't know you. They don't know me either. Or they don't know you either. Shit. Anyway, man, happy Sunday to y'all. Welcome to Sticks and Convos. Yet again, we are your grateful and gracious and highly favored. I know I just stole that from Joe Budden. He didn't trademark it, so I'm gonna take that entry too, or that what you call it, that greeting too. But we are your grateful, highly favored hosts, Bobby Saunders, with the Chevrolet Duvet Agmegbois jacket.
Presley.
Gold Presley. I was all off too. And you know,
you got over here 100 or shit. I fucked up. Damn, my bad, man. Damn.
wow,
We got over here DeAndre Nabriette sitting at 230 from the Chi-Town, Illinois, where niggas get killed and robbed on every day. He survived. He got hands of steel. Hence, that's why we call him iPhone Nabriette. Because the iPhone is made of aluminum. That's what his hand is made out of too.
This guy, yeah.
So I bring you to the table. The entrepreneur. The lover. The philanthropist. I didn't say that correctly either. But guess what?
Whoa, man, I'm about to flame you.
We over here.
The philanthropist.
The philanthropist. Because this man right here is my brother from a different mother and dad.
Right.
But we met 13 miles away from our hometown. And we never looked back.
13 miles
We
away?
went through.
I mean, you said 13 miles away?
13,000.
Oh,
13,000.
13,000.
Yeah, 13,000.
Oh, yeah, it's 13,000.
Yeah,
Right,
13,000.
right.
We went through.
You trying to be a preacher now?
Triumph. We went through the storm. We prayed and we made sure that God removed the friends that didn't respect our movement.
There's none in this drink,
And
but
God,
you think it would be.
And God said,
Let there be light.
no.
And
God said a lot of things, but one of the things that God did say was remove the evil people from your life. And he removed everybody that...
He said stop being a nigga.
Everybody that's a Dan in your life, and he said,
I don't think they know who the Dan is.
He said that he said remove every Dan in your life, and he did so, and then we was left with 2. Then there was 2.
You know, but that's some trill shit though. So it started off with about five maybe.
Yeah, Brian, you, Bailey, about 6 to 7.
Yeah, about 6. Yeah, either way, it was
Karen's not here.
right.
But she's still cool.
But she's still there's still people's. But we started off with a few of us, right? But at the end of the day, everybody either on their own path or they fucked up, or like I try to be in the most like blunt way possible, But they either, whatever happened, at the end of the day, no matter what, we stayed down. You feel me? Like this man never changed, never switched up, none of that. And I'm big on that. I'm big on loyalty. Coming from we both from the Midwest. That's just a Midwest thing anyway. And so we bringing that vibe here. I'm finding out quickly that a lot of motherfuckers here not on that same tip.
We in here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Charlotte, or
I love it here though.
Also known as Queen City.
There's a bunch of queens here though. I'm talking about dudes, motherfucker. No, I'm not talking about females, man. I'm talking about dudes.
I know.
Oh,
I know
okay.
what you're talking about.
I figured you'd catch my drift.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I know you do.
So,
oh man.
Yeah, one thing about this city is, I mean, like with anything, it has a lot of opportunity. It has a lot of. One thing I like about this city, and is there's a lot of people of color that are doing well over here, and it's not. There's a lot of other cities that people of color are doing well. However, this is one city that I know of in North Carolina. Raleigh too. Raleigh got a whole bunch of people who are doing well, but it's just something about I've been to a lot of places around the world. Been to a lot of places in the States, and Charlotte was just one of those places that screamed out to me. So that's why decided to come to Charlotte, and build my legacy here. And then, I asked DeAndre, I had called him up because he was still in Germany. Called him up and be like, hey, man, you should come to Charlotte, man. Charlotte's dope. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. And when it comes with me and my recommendations, I'm very particular when I make recommendations.
Yeah, spot on, though.
Because it's like,
every time.
I hate to be that guy to recommend something to somebody and it's trash.
Yeah.
Then it's y'all looking at me like, man, I'm
gonna get them too.
What
I
the
swear.
Fuck? Hey, what the fuck?
I'm getting you quick.
So that's why this is I love Charlotte. I love it. Was that me?
Yeah. Go ahead, though.
Anyway, so I love Charlotte. I love the city. I love the culture. I think it's the biggest thing within a city in the United States or any place around the world is the culture of the city. So I love the culture of Charlotte. So that's why I'm here. So we're getting ready to do some big things and trying to just doing just getting out there, man. That's it. Being actionable. Everything action. Think about it, do it. I was me and you was talking about how we've been brainstorming for the last 5 years. Come on, man. You gotta stop doing that. Let's get out there. Let's do it. So.
Yep. Yeah, man. We really doing that brainstorming bullshit. Man, I'm telling you, we are men of action these days. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we should have been that way all the time, but we can be swift too. In that way. We realized that quick. We realized that because we had got a lot of folks on our train, especially at Nagic. So if y'all had never heard of a Nagic is this water purification business. And it's built on these machines, these expensive ass machines. $5,000. I'm putting it out there. I don't care what they say. They can't. I ain't got nothing to lose. Anyway, so they got so these machines out here, they selling them out here and they have independent contract, basically independent folks, or you or I, whatever, out here selling them. And you can sell them, right? You sell them, but you're also selling the whole business model that they got going on. So you recruiting motherfuckers. It's just like the whole MLM. That's how MLM is all the way. So we were thinking that this is, this is a different business. Oh, because how he brought it to me, he was convincing. I was like, oh shit. But then I realized, I was like, man, it's the same thing. It's just a different spin. And man, when you come down to it, at the end of the day, like all these MLMs, and I'm not saying that, I'm not deterring anybody from going and doing MLMs, but if y'all want to do MLM, that's on you. Network marketing, that's on you. But for us, for myself, just from a practical standpoint and from just business ethics standpoint, for me, the model isn't bad, but it's like a lot of these companies are what ruin the whole name of multi-level marketing. You know what I'm saying? So the marketing tactic isn't bad. The structure isn't bad. It's just how these companies run it. And that's why we stopped doing all that. Just we have our own business from ground up grinding. Shit.
Ground up grinding.
Don't steal that. If y'all steal that, I'm gonna fuck it. Y'all think this juice is a juice?
So yeah, man. We just, like he said, there's nothing wrong with M&M businesses, network marketing, none of that stuff. Whatever your flavor is, do it. Experience is the best teacher. So if you're getting results from it, keep doing it. Fulfills your passion, do it. It just did fulfill my passion, and I didn't see the results that I was looking to get. So,
but you wonder, like, what are the actual results for people? Because like how those companies work is because they're independently selling it, right? They're not doing the conventional marketing. Like I literally wonder, like, what they're actually doing with regular folks selling. Like, are these people actually selling at the rates that they're talking about?
Well, as you
or
already,
they just got representatives.
As you already know, there's two parts to it, right? You have the recruiting side of it, and then you have the product-based side, right? So, the product-based side, you're making little to nothing on the product-based side,
right?
So, where the business come from is you're recruiting people to be in your downline,
right?
So that whenever they sell something or whenever they get a recruit, you can gain profit from it.
Right.
So even if you recruit everybody in the world, there's gonna be one person that's gonna lose, the one that's last, right?
Exactly.
So and the people that's above them, they're gonna eat, right? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, it's just it's all about. I mean, everything's a numbers game, but it's all about how many people. At the end of the day, it's about how many people you can recruit and how many people can sell the product that the company is having. So if you have like 4 people in your downline, then those people who are selling that same product, you're also receiving a commission from that because those are your, like for better words, subordinates.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I couldn't say it any better. I mean,
but the only thing that deters me or is something that's distasteful to me is sleazy marketing or sleazy advertising. Right? When I say sleazy, I mean the notion where people can make $3,000 in 30 days.
Yeah.
Or $6,000 in 60 days.
Right?
Is it doable? Yeah. You can very well make that much money in that time frame.
But the way they market it is as if it's a guaranteed thing for you.
It's a guaranteed thing
for get you in.
So it's like those people who are making that much money in that time frame. One has to be an influencer of themselves already.
Right.
2, they already have the knowledge to network and to influence people to join their training. Right. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times when people are making these decisions to invest into these underlying businesses, one, they're hard for money. They need money now. And two, they're tired of their current working environment at their job or whatever the case may be. So they're trying to find it out. So when they go through the process and they are not experiencing income right away or income at a modest time frame, then it becomes it just becomes I would say for like it's not worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because when you're trying to recruit other people, because the thing of it is like you're recruiting other people who don't want to be recruited, right? So everybody's trying to recruit everybody. Everybody's on LinkedIn. Everybody's on social media trying to get people to get recruited. There's people on job searching sites now, recruiting people, creating ads on these job searching sites, trying to recruit people for these businesses.
It's getting desperate, y'all. And I think now with the culture, the way the culture is, it's shined the light on these types of businesses. But what I don't like about today's culture is it's made entrepreneurship like it's a fad. You know what I'm saying? It's made it seem like it's a, you know, like this is a beautiful thing to be on.
It's a sport.
Yeah, like it's a sport. Yeah, it is though. Like it's a race to the finish. You feel me? Like, and no matter how you get there, you make sure you getting there. But they're giving these, you know, one-off, you know, you do this and stuff like that and make it easy. They're like, oh, it's just as easy as buying a product and just going to talk to somebody. You don't have to do nothing else. No.
But think of it.
I like feeling accomplished.
Yeah, most definitely. I think the thing of it is with today's modern day lifestyle when it comes to entrepreneurship is that the possibility, people don't understand that businesses will fail. Their business will fail. Everybody think their business is going to prosper, but it's not. It's not the case. Like I failed at what fucking 3-4 businesses already.
Yep, likewise.
Yeah, it's the way. It's what I learned from it is just research. You know, just making sure you're doing proper research and just understanding if there's a market for the product that you're trying to sell. And that's just one little slither of the aspect that causes businesses to fail is that the market doesn't want your product or service.
A lot of people don't do the research. They don't spend the time, and that's literally what kills them. You already lost if you don't do prior research, because you're putting something out there and you're like, oh yeah, this is revolutionary, original, and it's like you don't even know who's in your lane.
Right.
You can't even name off companies. When has there been a time that I've approached you about something that I'm doing or whatever, and I haven't mentioned other people's names, other companies' names in that industry?
No, you do that all the time.
You have to, because I'm a competitor by nature. Like I've done all types of sports you can think of, really, you know, and Bobby as well. So it's like I have to know who's out there, because I'm gonna one up you in some way, shape, or form. I'm gonna find a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like losing, but I understand it's a necessity of life and it's gonna happen, whatever the case may be. But any true competitor doesn't like losing. Like it gets on you. I won't show it to you if I lose in something, but at the end of the day, it's burning me up. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, like, y'all, whatever you do in life, make sure you fact check it. That's another thing, bro, about this generation too. More than ever.
I won't even say generation. I would just say the whole spectrum. So research is basically the whole key of everything. So everything is in our grasp. Just with the cell phone, it's in our grasp. So this is where the problem comes to, is there's so much information out there. There's so much resources there's so much things that we can obtain now that people are overloaded with choices. There's too many choices, right? There's too much information. There's too much everything, right? Because right now you can get in your car and try to find something to eat in your local city or whatever. But guess what? You got McDonald's, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A. No, scratch that. You got Wendy's. Oh no, scratch that. You got Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's. If you live in a city where you got Raising Cane, you got Popeyes, you got KFC. What else? So that's 5 joints right there. That's 5 fucking restaurants, and they in the same category.
Yeah.
They all deal with chicken. That's it. They all deal with chicken.
Yeah.
So which one would you choose? Right? It's all about preference. So a lot of people like Chick-fil-A because of their customer service. A lot of people like Zaxby's because of their famous secret sauce. Same thing with Raising Cane. Alright? Some people like, freaking Popeyes for whatever reason. I don't know. And somebody like KFC for whatever reason.
They like that greasy,
I don't know.
Greasy shit.
And maybe you live in a city that you got Church's Chicken too. You know,
That's
you might like Church's Chicken because your mom used to take you to the spot at the church on Sundays. You might just like that for reminiscent purposes, right? So there's so many options out there, and it's not because of our generation, or it's not because of yes, do your research. However, I think where the problem is like there's too much out there to even make a decision, because you have all these shiny bells out there, all these shiny whistles out there. So I see it as a person standing on the field, right? And there's a whole bunch of shiny bells and whistles out there in the field. You can see every single one of them vividly. Standing out there in the field, you see all these shiny whistles and bells. Which one do you choose? You don't know.
There's shiny bells out in the field.
I'm just making it now.
I didn't know there was bells out in the field. Wait, let me go to this field. Goddamn. Let me go there.
But you get the picture though. Which bell do you fucking pick up?
Something, man.
Which one? They all look good.
Whatever. I pick up something.
Pick
up the cowbell.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey,
but you got all these bells. You don't know what to choose. So how do you choose it? How do you know? What did I say in the beginning? Experience is the best teacher.
And he can smoke to that. So what I was about to say, alluding to the generation portion that I was mentioning, was in everything you said was completely like I'll agree all day. When it comes to people putting out, not taking the time to do things for themselves, but willing to, it's what we talked about yesterday with the instant gratification.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
Instant gratification. And that's the point of these when it comes to these MLM businesses and whatnot. It's the instant gratification that people want.
Bring it back for us.
Yeah, man.
Come on, bring it full circle, man.
Listen.
Bring it, knock it home for us, man. I'm on second base right now. I need you to hit a home run. Let's go.
He want me to preach and shit, but I'm gonna tell y'all though, like, keep it short for y'all. Like, at the end of the day, we haven't lived in such an like fast-paced, moving type of world that we live in today. Which gets the mindsets. I can understand partially why folks' mindsets are about instant gratification, or as I've heard before, this is a microwavable generation. You will pop it in the microwave and expect to get it out in a minute or two, right? That's what, when it comes to results. That's why we like Gary Vee and stuff like that. When he talks about the hustle, people are not ready for the process. They don't want to go through the process. The process is not beautiful. The process is not sexy, right? You sitting there nights, especially if you're like a single person and whatnot. You're by yourself. You going, staring at screens and shit, because everything is, on screens now, right? You're staring at screens, reading things, your eyes going bad and all that, trying to get stuff done, and all that to know that the end goal in mind is a reach away. You know what I'm saying? So the thing of it is well, I can't even say if it's a reach away, because if I say it's a reach away, then it means it's like nearby, but it could be far. Either way, y'all get my point. It's the goal in mind, or the end goal in mind, needs to be within reach. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are enjoying the process, you're loving the process. I don't know how many times we got to say this to people. Love the process. A lot of other generations didn't have that mindset because they were granted in a different type of world. We are the first generation to be in this type of world, and going forward, this is the type of world we're going to be in. So our children is going to be up in this. So we need to make sure that we ourselves are right in preparing ourselves, our mentals about being strong within our processes, so that way we can teach our kids the right way. Because if we go ahead and if we don't get our shit right, I'm trying to tell y'all, our kids are watching, or kids period are watching. Any of y'all adults out there, if y'all adults right now, our age group from 25 to 36, y'all need to make sure you on your P's and Q's, dotting them I's and crossing them T's. You heard? So it's, man.
So what would you tell somebody?
Got me preaching this shit.
What would you tell somebody who is searching, looking for opportunity for business, job? What should they do? What's their first step?
We'll find out what job you're trying to get. And that's one of the key things that I picked from Gary Vee, though, and I like that he says, is to audit yourself. That means examine who you are. Spend some time, and that's what a lot of motherfuckers don't like to do, is spend time alone. Right? They don't like to spend time reflecting, and I guess it's easier for us who are introverted, who are more introverted, we can spend time reflecting and enjoy that. So but yeah, I would say audit yourself. Find out what you like, dislikes, and everything like that. We live in a world of choice now.
Yep.
It's not a necessity. Yep. Right? There used to be the type of world we lived in.
Yep.
Right? Once upon a time. So with that being said, there are choices out the ass. You need to go ahead and figure out what you want to do, hone in on it, and go from there and build it. Yep. Really, that's what it comes down to. No, I mean, and it's easier said than done, because for me, for someone like myself who's been a jack of all trades growing up, in a master of none type of situation, it's imperative that y'all hone in on something. If you're not honing in on one specific business or whatever, hone in on a concept that you're doing. So for myself, I have 3 businesses that I'm building, but they're all conceptually going to mesh together. And that's what I'm focused on, and making sure that I stay on that concept and don't leave it. So, it's do what y'all do.
That's definitely. Yeah, so I was going to just pull out a key element of what he was saying is finding what you want to do. So the best way to do that is experience. You're not going to know what you want to do if you never experienced it. So do everything.
Yeah, especially in your 20s.
Everything. I was talking to one of my boys back in the day, Ledesma, yesterday. And he was like, man, used to be having a whole bunch of type of businesses, man. Every week was something different, man. You didn't know what you want to do. I was like, man, you got to do everything to figure out what you want to do. Once you do it, and you feel like, and you know that's not your thing, then you can scratch that off.
Right.
So that's why I did everything. I was like, let me get into these MLM businesses. Let me try it out. Let me see what's going on. Let me create a clothing store. Let me create a shoe store. Let me create what else did I? online clothing store. Let me do drop shipping. Let me do all this to see where in the hell did I want to do, where I wanted to be, what industry I wanted to be in, how I want to help. If I want to do marketing, like I was in marketing for a long time. I did a lot of shit, right? And now at this point in time in my life, I know what I want to do. I know what I don't want to do. I know what I'm weak at, and I know what I'm strong at. So the areas, the aspects of where I'm weak at, hiring in a VA, virtual assistant. I need you to accomplish this goal right there for me, so this can get done. I know it's highly important. I just don't like to do it, or I'm not skilled in doing it. So that's the essence of ensuring that you try to experience everything. Try to go into these MLM businesses. Do be an intern for a company that you think you might want to go into. Find a mentor that you think in the industry that you think you may want to get into. Talk to people. Get out there. Network with folks. What's the biggest concerns, or what's the biggest issues that a particular industry may have? You might be interested in solving that problem. So you just have to get out there. That's the whole essence of what we're trying to talk about and trying to convey, to ensure that if you don't know what you want to do everything. Because that's what Gary Vee said. He didn't really say that. He didn't really say that verbatim, but he was like, it was a situation where a kid was like, I think I should market on Facebook. He was like, yeah. He was like, and then the guy was like, I think I should market on Instagram and TikTok too. Gary said, yeah. He was like, man, I think I should do some marketing in newspapers and go out and do guerrilla marketing as well. Gary was like, yeah, you should do all of them. Why? Because you don't know what's going to work. Right. You don't know what's going to work and what's not. You don't know who's going to be your next big client. You don't know what will convert. You have to go out there and figure it out. So,
marketing is the lifeblood, bro. He said it. In everything, you don't know what you want to do. You got to just go out there and fall. You got to be. You can't be afraid to fail.
You're going to fail.
You're going to fail.
You're going to fail.
And other people say love the failure. I mean, nobody likes to fail, but embrace that that's going to be a possibility.
That's what he said. And love the process.
Love the process, exactly.
It all comes together, full circle.
360.
So,
but marketing though, man, real quick, if I could make this point though, marketing is the lifeblood to any successful brand or any successful person, because you gotta understand what
you gotta get the attention.
You got the attention. What do motherfuckers want?
You gotta get the attention,
and you gotta find out what people want, and you gotta leverage it.
It's all about behavior. It's all about all that. It's what people want. So what people want,
For some odd reason, this ain't smoking good. God damn it!
For your business, call me. Just call me. For your business, experience everything. Experience everything, because marketing is your lifeblood.
Well, I swear.
I promise you. And I'ma just stop you right there. Because I already know I'm going to get some slack.
Flag.
No, I'm going to get some slack in Slack. You get it? The platform we use? But anyway.
But it's called flack. You're going to get some flack.
Man, come on, tomato, man.
Half of that is what?
Man, this is one damn letter that's wrong, man. Come on, man. I'm messing with y'all, man. I love messing with people, man.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all, spending time with us and, going through the scenarios, this is just from our experience. Another person's experience may be totally different from ours. That's just our experience. What is your experience? What have you learned that made you the person you are today? And how can you overcome those obstacles? When we're messing up obstacles still fucked it up. Anyway, how can you overcome those? How can you come through the storm? Right? Comment below. Let us know. We ain't about to argue with y'all. Promise you that. We ain't about to argue with y'all.
I don't know who decided who's gonna want to argue.
Go ahead and comment, subscribe, and I appreciate y'all, man. Sticks and Convos, Sauce Bob, aka Bobby, aka
Smooth Operator.
Man, I'm still just from you, Kevin Hart. Chocolate Dropper. I'm a milk dud. Alright. Milk dud, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
Caramel macchiato drink from Starbucks that y'all spend $5 for. That's your boy right here. I'm expensive.
Man, call me Reese. We stop playing with y'all. Hey man, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, tune in to. What we doing this next week?
Yeah, next week.
Next week. Tune in next week.
Next week.
And we will have some super hot fire for y'all.
Cause we spit that hot fire.
Boom, 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 dun, dun, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
You know how you be doing that,
Boom, boom, boom.
Another car's on its way over here to make more noise. You know I came from the dome just now. Can you do it like I did? But you probably can. It's okay, cause I'm that shit. Yeah, right off the dome, yeah.